Good morning, guys. We're back at it. Been up since 5:30, getting my mind right, focusing on the day, preparing for the day, focusing on life. I just want to remind you guys, the hustle is real. It's the same old shit, just a different day. Out here trying to get it, each and every way. Mama need a house, baby needs some shoes. Times are getting hard. Guess what I'm gonna do? Hustle, 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 hard, hustle, 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 hard, hustle, 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 hard. Closed mouths don't get fed on this boulevard. Guys, those are the truest words ever spoken. It's a hustle out here. But it's not the hustle that you think it is. The hustle that you are going through right now is by force. We've been driven to hustle because of the matrix wants blood. The original term of hustle was to slang drugs in the streets or do something illegal in the streets. You out here hustling somebody. Somebody's being hustled, which means you're trying to finesse somebody, steal something, pull a fast one, fraud, some type of criminal activity. So let's take a look at the word hustle. Force someone to move hurriedly or unceremoniously into a specified direction. They hustle him into the back of his Rolls Royce. They hustle him or her through the back door of the Dream nightclub. They hustle her through the side door of Magic City. That's what the word hustle meant. To be out in these streets, risking your life for the money. Number 2, it says hustle to obtain by forcefully action or persuasion. By forceful action or persuasion. That's the hustle, guys. That's how the matrix has manipulated us into thinking this is how we have to live our lives. You do a 9 to 5. When you get off, you get out in these streets and you hustle. Sound like prostitution to me. You pimping yourself out, guys. Get out in them streets and you hustle yourself together. You get it together. You get out there in them streets. Hustle is the new whip. You got to go through pain. You got to suffer to feed your family. Which there's nothing totally wrong with that. But when does it stop? So you gonna hustle from the age of 20 to 60? 40 years? What's the point? 40 years, there's no guarantee that you're gonna remain healthy, that your family's gonna be there, that no one's gonna get sick or die, that you're gonna keep that job, you're gonna maintain this hustle. Things are moving fast, guys. The landscape of the workforce is changing drastically and quickly right now. The migrants coming in with AI taking over some jobs. There's no company employee loyalty anymore. Companies will lay you off and at the drop of a dime by email. They won't even, they don't even call you in the office no more. They just send you an email. You're no longer needed. Let me continue, guys. Hustle, a fraud or a swindle. That's what it is. You're being hustled. DoorDash is hustling you. Uber is hustling you. And they're not only hustling you, they're also hustling the customers. You're being hustled. You're being finessed. They're running game on you. You're being hoodwinked. You're being played. You're being tricked. See, that's what professional prostitutes do to their johns. They trick them. They hustle them. That's what it's called, turning a trick. Turning a trick means to go out. A prostitute goes out and get a john to pay for sex. That's a trick. He's a trick. It's a hustle. Hold on, guys. I gotta take a drink of water. You've been tricked, guys. Even the females out here hustling, not prostitute. Kind of, because you're out here, like you are for sale, guys. So you're no different than a prostitute. But with a prostitute, it's for sex. You're selling yourself short for time. You're being hustled. You've been forced to work, because if you don't work, you don't eat. It's not that there's a lack of food. But that's how they control you. They control you by force. By saying, if you do not work every day for your entire life, you will not be able to eat. You will not be able to sleep safely. You will not be able to live your life. Everything is by force, guys. That's why people say, same shit, different day. Out here trying to get it each and every way. Mama need a house, baby needs some shoes. Times are getting hard. Guess what I'm gonna do? I gotta go out there and hustle. Hard. From sun up to sundown. Modern economic day slavery. So guys, I want you to remember that when you're out here, you have to have an exit plan. You have to be able to exit from the matrix. Because the matrix is empathetic to your feelings. The matrix does not care about you, just like Uber don't care about you, just like DoorDash don't care about you, just like Walmart don't care about you, just like Target don't care about you, just like McDonald's don't care about you. These companies do not care. They are soulless entities that are there to suck you dry. And they want you to raise your children to think and behave the same way. You know, you got to remember, guys, the slaves always raise the next slave. The master don't do that. The master knows that the slave is going to raise the next slave. That's how it works. It's automatic. The matrix is on auto mode right now. It's never going to stop because the slave is going to raise the next slave. The slave is going to raise the next slave. The slave is going to raise the next. The matrix got it made. Just sit back watching. Don't have to do anything because they know that nowadays it's gotten so bad that you have to apply to be a slave. And they say, we're going to interview you to see if you are a good candidate to work on the plantation as a slave. We're going to interview you. We got a long line of people. We may not be able to get back in touch with you. And then you got to go for a second interview. And then they got to go get the head slave. First, the master interviewed you, and then I go get the head slave to interview you, and then I go get the department slave. I mean, so they have you know, it just got a big joke, a big game. So guys, you got to remember, the universe and Uber are the same. They are empathetic towards your needs, and either one of them can deactivate you at any moment. All right, guys, I'm out.